Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. They start the drive with Cook, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Complete to Calvin Cook. A loss of a yard.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And taken right on the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Red. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Red. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Throwing on 1st down. Red. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Red. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
21-0 our score.
Let's go. Pat the street. Pat the street.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 16.
Trying to run for the first with Taylor.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Kick the Eagles. Kick the Eagles.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Colts are able to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On second down, Cook.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing to start the drive. Red. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 42. Really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll look to throw again. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Nailor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
On 1st and 10, Red in trouble, and he's taken down.
Andrew Booth getting sent in on the corner blitz and getting home.
To throw on 2nd down. Red eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Red. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
The field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cling to this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Red. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And able to get this to the 31.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Being chased out left.
And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Off the play fake. Red. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
The point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's caught by Hooper. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 56 yards. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on 1st down. Red. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Vikings 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers they've had.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Red. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 3rd down, Red. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21. Bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. To about the 23.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Down from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On play action, they'll throw. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
18, 5 years. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, start. 19 right.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has has been a one-sided affair. On first down, Red.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Red. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Red looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
On 4th down, Red.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing after the interception. Red. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
3 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Looking to throw. Red. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was